Sicily has the climate of North Africa, and in the summertime, that intense sun creates some intense flavors. The tomatoes are sweeter, the fennel has more licorice, the olive oil is fruitier, and even the fish seem to taste more of the briny sea. Let's begin with the eggplant. Here I have done some work ahead of time. Cut some eggplant, salted it with coarse salt, let it drain, and it leaves its sort of bitterness. Then I washed it to get the salt and all of that. I patted it dry, and it is ready to be fried. And here I have some vegetable oil. So let's start by frying some of the prepped eggplant. I'm sure most of you have prepped eggplant before, but just let me show you. So I cut out the end part on both sides, and I like some of the skin, but sometimes if you leave it all, it gets tough, so I kind of cut it off in strips, just like this, a little bit like that. Okay. Let's cut it in half. And just like that. When it has too many seeds, this is what is bitter about eggplants, especially if they're brown. So I sometimes cut them out, just like that. And then continue to cut it in the sizes that I want. And you just let it get nice and brown on all sides. So I think that this batch of eggplant is done. So let's add a little bit more of the vegetable oil. Bring it up to temperature, and let's add another batch. Now, the pasta sauce, the ziti alla Norma, also require fried eggplant. So I'm frying it all together, and I will use some for the pasta and some for the caponatina. So lightly salt each batch as it comes out of the frying, so that the salt is absorbed while the eggplant is still warm. Okay, so this is the last batch of the eggplant. You know, the guests are already here, so I made this quick sauce for the pasta. Olive oil, sliced garlic, pepperoncino, peeled crushed tomatoes, a little bit of salt, and you let it bubble away, and the sauce is done. The pasta is cooked, so let's finish the dish. Just drain the ziti. Drain them well. Let them cook just a little bit in the sauce, as I usually do. Okay. Okay. Let the pasta absorb the sauce and finish cooking. You know, I always tell you, pull the pasta out al dente a little bit. And especially when you have this sort of tubular pasta, even though you're draining it, there's always a little bit of water left in there. So when you put it in the sauce, it gets a little bit of water down, as you can see it now. and we'll just bring it all together to cook. I'm going to add some basil, some nice fresh basil right here, just shredded. Okay, the sauce has densened, the pasta has absorbed some of it. Close the fire, let's put some grated cheese. Let's mix that in there. And of course, this pasta is delicious, just like that. But we will augment the Sicilian way, the flavors of this dish. A nice big platter, you know, we have the family. So let's just, warm platter, I always tell you. Let me just lead it in slowly. Just like that. And this is the eggplant that we had fried before. We left some for this dish. So just like this, at the end, when the pasta is done, you add the fried eggplant. This is the Sicilian way. You just add it on top. And then you shave on top ricotta salata. You know what ricotta is? Salata is, the ricotta has been pressed with some salt. So it dehydrates a little bit and it concentrates, but it's still very milky. And you just shave on top like that. And of course you can bring all these extra goodies to the table that they can do more, but I think this is enough. Just cover the top with it. Put a little bit of basil for beauty. We always need, the eye wants its part. This looks delicious. I want to taste a quick one because it's hot. They're waiting for us. Delizioso. So, you know, they're waiting for us at the table, and I want you there. So, as I always say, tutti a tavola a mangiare. Let's go.